Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Pisces. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Pisces, please. All right, so we have the Star card, Aquarius energy. Your person is also showing up as the Knight of Wands. All right, Aries, Leo, Sag. They're viewing you as the Eight of Pentacles. All right, and the connection, the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, I love both of these cards because the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles is such a supportive, loving, nurturing, ride or die kind of energy here. And with the Star card, I feel like Pisces, you are this person's wish fulfillment or vice versa. Most likely it's mutual, right? We see that it's written in the stars here. But I also feel like this is somebody who likes to think outside of the box. I feel like, we have the Knight of Swords here, so definitely Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Somebody who's intelligent, somebody who's in alignment, but somebody who's also a free thinker, a logical thinker, someone who's not afraid to dream and to actually, put their money where their mouth is, right? The Star card tells me that this is going to be a very healing connection, or, this person just might feel like home to my Pisces out there. I don't know why I was shuffling the wrong deck over here. All right, so let's see what's going on, what else we need to know about this person. This person might show up kind of quickly or out of nowhere, Pisces. All right, and we see the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, Sagittarius energy. Also the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. This is someone who has a lot to offer. This is someone who, this is destiny is what I'm getting, but this is someone who has a lot to offer. They've worked hard for what they have, and they really, really do want to invest in this connection with you. Yeah, and the Queen of Wands, that strong fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. This person could be an entrepreneur. This is somebody who's just very positive, passionate, charismatic, really attractive. Also, I just get they're really abundant. There's an undeniably sexy quality about this person. Now, how my Pisces are going to be feeling, Justice card. I kind of got like a finally energy here. Because the Justice card is like, I'm getting like, this feels like karmic justice. Like after some of the duds and maybe some of the losers you've had to put up with, Pisces, it's like finally somebody who's intelligent, emotionally intelligent, sexy, charismatic, but also like nurturing and present, somebody who's honest, somebody who, is really compatible with me. I love that. It feels kind of like a finally, right? All right, let's see what else we need to know about them. All right, we see twin soul. Yeah, it makes so much sense. A mirror of yourself. This is a connection that intends for you both to balance your feminine and masculine energies and evolve your soul. All right, and we see Capricorn energy. So this is like, I love this because their work and stability are high priority. They're reliable. They're hardworking. They don't stop until they get what they want. They may have a little bit of a jealous streak, so just keep that in mind. So we see they might be a little possessive, stemming from infidelity and insecurity, so that might need to be addressed early on. And we see that this person is an entrepreneur, that they put their ideas to work for them, they work hard, they're investing in their future. Now we see the Knight of Wands. This person may have done a bit of traveling, love traveling. But I also just get that they're fun, they're creative, they trust themselves, they're confident. All right, they're in their 40s for some of you. Now, this is a really specific message, Pisces. That's not going to be for all of you. They only have eyes for you. And we see that this person may be well known. So they could have a large social media following, or they're well known within their community. All right, and let's see what else we need to know about them. What else do my Pisces need to know about them? All right, toil and labor showing up in reverse. Now, this person may be a little bit of a workaholic, right? Being an entrepreneur and somebody who doesn't stop at what they get, and with that Capricorn energy. So they may be somebody who does really prioritize their work to the point where maybe they work a little bit too much. Some of you, they do travel for work. But with this journey card, I do feel like this person is somebody who enjoys travel or has traveled a lot. They travel for work. But I actually feel like they're closer to you than you think or than you realize. Yeah, with the community card, confirmation. That's sort of like a 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles energy for me. That they're in your community. So like your friend or a coworker, you know, in your friend group, or they're a coworker, or they're at the gym, or they're in your neighborhood, or they're somewhere you like to go. All right, what else do we need to know here about this person? All right, they have a triple syllable first, middle, or last name. They may be physically active. They may have a physically demanding job, or this is just somebody that likes to always be moving or working out. They've been extremely hurt by a loved one in the past, and again, that might be the source of some of that jealousy. But again, that doesn't make it okay, so you just want to, address that early. And we see that this person has dark hair, and that's a very specific message for some of you, but won't resonate with all of you, and it doesn't mean it's not your reading, Pisces. But we do see here that this person makes something valuable with their own hands, okay? So again, being a business owner, or they could like make jewelry, or they could be an awesome cook. They might love to garden. They might be really good at fixing things. They could be good at doing makeup or hair, something like that. But with the 8 of Pentacles here, they're viewing you as somebody who they could really put in the effort with. But they also see like stability and hard work. So I kind of feel like you both share like the same work ethic, which is actually really important in relationships, in my opinion, right? Like, it doesn't mean that you have to be a workaholic or anything like that, but it's just like you both have a strong work ethic. But what I personally love about this 8 of Pentacles is like, this is we love being together, just at home, enjoying the finer things in life, right? Like, it's like brandy and cupcakes. So I feel like there's a little touch of luxury here. But I also think that there's just, you two are really comfortable together. And again, we've got like, this is somebody who has your back, and vice versa. So I feel like you two are going to be very, I'm thinking of the word in Spanish, cariñoso, affectionate with one another. All right. The 3 of Pentacles in reverse, this person might be a little bit worried that work or work schedules could be something that is an obstacle here. They may also be worried that you have other people around you. And if this person does travel for work, they might be just a little bit worried that they're not around enough, right? And the Page of Swords in reverse. This person may have heard some gossip about you, Pisces, or they might be worried that you've heard gossip about them. But I see this being somebody who really does like to get to the heart of the matter. So it's like they're honest, and they want to clear anything up. Like, they're going to ask you direct questions, communicate their feelings clearly. All right, but again, so they could have heard gossip here about a third party. They might be worried that you're not on the same page. There could be somebody who's just trying to come in between the two of you as well. All right. They might be worried also that you don't see them the way they see you. But that's not the case, because you're showing up as the Queen of Cups, Pisces energy, Cancer and Scorpio as well. But what I'm getting here is that you have a lot of love for this person, or this is someone that you definitely are going to feel like you want to emotionally invest in. All right, let's see what they notice about you, Pisces, or what they really like about you. All right, so we see detective, great powers of observation and intuition, and a desire to seek out the truth. So this is very Scorpionic energy. But what I'm seeing is like they see you as somebody who like pays attention to details. You are observative. The Page of Swords in reverse is a spying energy, so they may have caught you spying or watching them, or they feel like maybe Pisces is checking me out but doesn't want to show it to me just yet. But they also see you as very intuitive and, somebody who takes their time. You want to get to the heart of the matter. You want the truth. So you might hear gossip about this person, but you want to hear it, you want to hear it from them, or you want to find out the truth before you invest. But they like that about you, right? Because they're that way too. They see you as a seeker, so a thirst for wisdom and truth wherever you are. Again, I don't know if you both travel for work, or you both enjoy travel and new experiences, but this is what they notice about you and what they really like about you. And Pisces, they also see you as the beggar archetype. So you confront empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. So they see you as empowered, they see you as a survivor, they see you as humble, compassionate, and they also know that you source your authority and your wisdom and your strength from what you've been through. Okay? So I love that. Now we see the connection defined as the Seven of Pentacles. So you may need a little bit of patience here, right? The same with the Star card. Like this person, it might be kind of like, I don't want to say it's slow going, because this person's energy is not slow moving with the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. But I do feel like this is what you've been waiting for. So maybe you feel like it's been a long time coming for this karmic justice, to feel this balanced relationship, for someone that you really kind of feel like, okay, this is a green light for me to emotionally invest in. I just love this card too, because again, he's really got her back, right? And I think this is going to be a really affectionate connection. Like I see massages, I see lots of cuddling, lots of time in bed, but like laughing and just, spending time together. Slow mornings when there's time for that, right? All right, so I feel like this is exactly what you've been waiting for, and vice versa. We see that this connection arrives to interrupt repeating patterns that have kept you stuck. So awareness becomes the first step toward change. So this connection is coming in to break old cycles. All right, and we see reciprocity matters. This connection thrives when giving and receiving are balanced. Mutual effort becomes part of the alignment. All right, and we see to restore faith and connection. This connection reopens your heart to trust, reminding you that meaningful bonds are still possible. So they really do kind of, they restore your faith and connection. They restore your faith that there are people who believe in balance and reciprocity. And again, you're going to be feeling that right away, because you're feeling that Justice card. And on top of that, Pisces, this connection heightens your ability to sense alignment and misalignment, which to me usually indicates that you're going to realize why other connections in the past didn't work out, or why they weren't really meant for you. You may also realize how much you've changed in a good way. All right, and how much your standards have changed here as well. All right, Pisces, let's see what else we need to know. We see responsibilities. Yeah. So I do see like that being one obstacle here is like work. Like, I don't know if this person travels a lot, or like they have their own business, so their work hours are high, or your schedules are differing. Spirit saying, again, that Seven of Pentacles, natural evolution, let the situation unfold naturally. So it will require a bit of patience. And we see freedom, healthy space, and room to breathe. All right, beautiful. And we see manifesting the one. So very soon, Pisces, your true love will arrive. Okay, if they're not already around you. All right, so let's see. Any important dates or times here? Any important dates or times? All right, so within the next 9 months, and at the bottom of the deck, we see for some of you in the coming weeks. All right, my lovely Pisces, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.